And welcome back to part 18 of Death End Request, where today we're going to be hunting down those last 3 keys to open the main gate here in the Sinatheus Temple, and hopefully getting to that terminal that, if all goes to plan, for once, we should be able to get access to Odysseia from. So we can get to Heaven's Messenger and, you know, get out of there. Of course, it's probably not going to be that easy, but we can give it a good go. Also, you might be able to tell by the tone of my voice, but my throat has kind of gone to hell. It's very sore today, so I'll try my best to keep it going, and I'll try my hardest not to cough into the mic, because you guys don't want to hear that. But I am kind of fighting a little bit. It's why I'm, like, hopefully it won't go through the mic so much, but I'm swallowing my spit a bit too much for my own good today. But there's a new gun over here called the Splatterverse, but if you've got the ZPD 101, I'd recommend keeping that. It's just a better weapon as a whole, and it's actually pretty good for a long while now, the 101. So it's worth keeping a hold of for a good long time now. As we run through what previously could not be explored, now can. Also, all these little coral parts like that, they are solid objects, which is why the enemy got stuck on it. But we have a new encounter. And as you can see, I've been starting, with all the Lithy skills, I have been actively trying to learn new skills now. With, oh, we also get Comet Azorable, which is pretty nice. Which is great because it heals you. You drain from the enemy if you use it, so it's real great to have. But with Celica, her healing, the Lithy group, every time you unlock a new one, use it, because it will unlock the next one. And then use that, and it will unlock the next one, and then the next one. Like, it's the only, like, patterned one she really has to enjoy it. All the rest are real annoying about how random and all over the place they are. But you might be able to notice, there's 3 exclamation marks down here. All 3 of the last 3 keys are down here. That door that we just ran up to is a one-way door. You can only open it from the other side. It won't let you open it from this side. Which is a bit annoying. It'd be great if the game just, you know, told you that, but whatever. But as you head over here, we encounter an enemy literally 1 step away from the objective, so thanks. And I also unlocked Starbeam for Lucille. So I rearranged my my grid to replicate that, or to represent that. So go ahead, our next scripted battle for the second goddess key. It's the same as the first one, but now there's 2 of these frogs. Then they're still pretty weak. They can heal themselves pretty well, and they have. Wow, okay, Lucille's just went up to 96%. I didn't even notice she was that high. But that's how low Lucille's glitch resistance is in the first place, so it went up to 96. Like, she went from under 80 to 96. Oh, that's insane. If you know the fight is going to be easy and you don't want a glitch form to be wasted, I recommend trying to get your field bug percentage down to 50% and lowering everyone's corruption by 20%. So then, because if it goes above 80%, but then you lower it down before it's their turn, it won't count. So it won't drop to 0. But Lucille here, she's going to go full throttle with it, and now if the fight ends immediately afterwards, her glitch form's going to drop to 0, so it's kind of wasted. That's what I mean. Like, it's better to, if you can, just use the antidote on self, I think it's called. Because there's antidote enemy, antidote self, so use antidote on self to lower your corruption by 20%. Just so then it's less of a hurdle for you. You can also get corruption self, so you can manually add corruption by set percentages. But it's the most agonizing thing how late into the game it gives you access to that. Because it's so helpful when you get it to be able to just boost people's corruption like that. Yet you don't get it until like right near the very end. Like, as of my recording, I've yet to get it. And I'm like 6 chapters ahead of this. As we go around the corner here after getting our second key, because I said the fights for the keys are the easiest fight in this dungeon. They're so, like, pathetic. Even if like the pattern is the next key is going to have 3 of those frog things and the 4th key is going to have 4 of those frog things. But even with the extra numbers, they're still so easy it doesn't matter. But if you come over here, there is something you can interact with for a new reality object. I found another one of those old pages on the floor. Here, Shina, take it. Thanks, Al. Yeah, my throat can't do Al's voice as well as usual. It's not going as high pitched as before. More of those foreign symbols. You think there's a way to decipher what they mean? Are you that curious? Of course I am. Ancient items fetch a high price on the market. Gotta know what we're working with. Even if we can't translate them, if I advertise the pages as remnants of a lost civilization, we won't have to worry about money for months. Oh, Clea, once a peddler, always a peddler. Who gave you permission to sell it? I'm only kidding! Mizanashi, do you think the page belongs to the same book as the page we found earlier? Mysteries tickle my curiosity of any adventurer, but if we can't be read, then what can we do? It looks so similar to the previous page we found, but it appears as though someone wrote maths problems here, no? Maths problems. Shina, would you mind giving me a closer look? Lily, Celica, could I see the page? Sure, here. Why is Shina showing Enigma the piece of paper? Does he think he can read it or something? This is... Can you decipher it? Take a look at this part. Huh? The string of text, it looks familiar. Oh, it's a line of code. Yeah, to top it off, if you punch these strings of letters into World's Odyssey source code, it begins to get rid of the bugs. What? How does that work? How does the game's source code appear inside of an ancient book? Beats me, but it's true, the bugs are vanishing. I've got just as many questions as you. Want to know how I fixed the cracks in the ground and removed the buggy areas from previous dungeons? Strings of code like this. I've amassed a handful of strings of code from reality objects I found. As a result, search results related to the objects vanished too. Whoa. You don't understand why though, do you? Me neither. This is the first time, however, that the strings of letters have appeared inside of the game. And if I take a closer look at the page, there's more than one. There's a bunch of them. I should read through this more carefully. Alright, you guys keep going. Got it. Jeez, one thing after the next. Enigma, come. Huh? Come, does she want me to sit on her lap? Here I go. What's the matter, Lucille? Enigma, you're a good boy. I wish to pet you. Huh? What? What? Oh, how precious. It's not fair that Enigma gets all the petting. Save some for the rest of us, Enigma. Interesting. Haha, feeling jealous, Al? I'll pet you then. Here. Whoa! I'm not worthy. Enigma, you seem upset, so I wanted to pet you. Oh. Even the NPCs are starting to notice. No, snap out of it. I'm not pathetic. They're just remarkably lifelike. Thanks. I feel much better now. Okay, hang in there, Mr. Enigma. For sure. Huh? Hate to leave you guys again, but I need to take care of something. I'll catch up with you later, so go on ahead without me. Huh? Got it. See you later. Mr. Enigma? Huh? Next time, can I pet you too? Later. Hey! He was just in a hurry. Does that qualify as a rejection? No, it doesn't. Aww. I know I keep mentioning it like every other part, but I love the cast in this game. Like if they're not making me like laugh, they're making me go aww, because they're just adorable. Shina and Lily specifically are my favourite two, like of the main playable cast. Both of them, whether alone or together, are just so adorable. I love them to pieces. They're such great characters. As we approach our third key fight with more thralls. Like I said, although it's the same enemy but more of them, because it's a required fight, I'll show it off. Because that's an ongoing thing as well. Everyone gives Arata in his Enigma form lots of love and attention because it's a cute teddy bear, but Shina never gets to actually have an opportunity. So as you notice, there's kind of a bit of an ongoing thing where she gets a bit jealous of it. She never gets time with the teddy bear. So that's the thing, like I kind of want, with Death End Request 2, as much as I'm really enjoying what I've seen from the original teaser and some of the artwork, that the new main character, Mai, seems a lot more grounded, level-headed and serious, I hope there's still a cuteness factor to it. Because it added so much more to me caring about the characters in this game, that all of them have a moment and you go, aww, like all of them are a bit goofy, all of them are a little over their heads, that kind of thing.
What's this?
Also, there's 30,000 any just casually there, by the way, like pretty neat. But over here, this wall won't move until you do the next part of Arata's story, so we get the best of Best Girl Tokuma for a while. Because the latest reality object we found in the World's Odyssey, the ripped page, had a continuation. The first page we discovered was from a book known as the Hermes Script. Upon opening it, we found a sticky note tapped to the original page. Taped to the original page. On the note, the true fragment, a mysterious string of letters that fixed bugs inside the World's Odyssey. It was handwritten. This time, though, the next page was... Here you go. Ugh, stop startling me, will you? Well, the best way to cool down is to chill with hairs on your back and the neck. Here, coffee. Thanks. Arata, I've got an update. Supposedly, Erza has stopped working on devices worldwide. Apparently, there's some kind of mass malfunction. Oh, really? Maybe because it went haywire on you, it went totally berserk. Ooh, freaky. But I wonder whatever this iris thing is that everyone wants so badly. Yeah, neither Rin nor Lydia or anyone else really has any idea what it is. Then I can't help but think the most important piece of the puzzle is whatever's in the email that Shina sent. I guess I could ask. Yeah, by the way, how's the book coming along? Have you got any juicy hints yet? Yeah, but there's something odd. Take a look. Look at the true fragments we found so far. I've saved every string of letters as screenshots on my phone. See, look at the second ripped page, this part. Isn't it the same as the first true fragment? You're right, but how? Well, check this out. The second page, third page, and fourth page. Yamabushi Park, Sakaki Apartments murders, cattle mutilation, Frostguy phenomenon, doppelganger. Apart from the handwritten sticky note, all the previous true fragments were compiled in this book, organised chronologically. What does that mean? Are you saying that these strings of letters were brought to the real world in succession of when we found them? Or it could be the other way around. Whoever wrote this book could have gathered all of the true fragments and archived them in here. Someone from the game? As in, like, someone observing our world from inside theirs? I know I sound insane, man. This has got my head all tangled. No, I don't think you sound insane at all. I mean, it suggests that there are NPCs who could be like humans, just like Shina, right? It would make sense that there could be some alchemist NPC inside of the game who's a real human, wouldn't it? You believe me then? Of course! At this point, where do we even begin to draw the boundaries between World's Odyssey and the world? Well said. But after doing that little scene of analysing that maybe there is some kind of higher purpose recording everything we're doing and listing them in order quite painfully, let's press on now that door's been opened. And now here's another section that I got a little stuck with on my first playthrough. That key in the corner, I completely missed it. I ran straight past it on my first playthrough, I just didn't spot it. Because this is a one-way door, you don't need the key for that. But you do need the key for this door here, which allows you to get to the fourth goddess key to do the last one. As a giant moth monster gets in our way before you can get there. But as we jump into it, now we got four frogs. Okay, yeah, 4 frogs. Fuck me, 4 frogs. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. God. English, do I speak it? Well, dyslexia plus being slightly unwell does magic to my ability to speak. I'm not as bad as I was last week. I'm not full of a cold. It's literally just a real bad sore throat now. That's been giving me jip ever since. But because the show must go on, like, I'm not dying, so I'm not gonna just stop recording. I can still record. I can still talk. Like, if anyone's been around for a while, you might remember my Final Fantasy 15 Let's Play when I got to episode Prompto. I was brutally unwell for that, like really rough, and I still recorded it. I just sounded really rough for all of it. And as much as I kind of regret in hindsight that I did that, I know I'd still do it again, despite my throat being quite brutal. Same as, like, I'm not going to let a sore throat stop me from recording today's part. I'd like to think I'm beyond the point of going weeks or months at a time of not uploading because of minor inconveniences, or just not having the energy to do so. I'm in the best place of mind I've been in years. A lot of the thing that ended up hurting me was just depression, if I'm honest. A lot of things that stopped me recording and stopped me wanting to was just not wanting to. Like, I love the games I play and I love doing it when I'm in it. It was just getting myself to want to start doing it, kind of thing. It's the biggest example of that was Uncharted 2. Any of you that have been here that long would know Uncharted 2. The game wasn't that big. And yet it took like 10 months for me to get all the parts out because I just had no motivation. It's why after Uncharted 2 finished, I took a tremendous break and waited until I was in a better mind space kind of thing before starting up Sonic Mania. Which is, I'm glad I did, because it started putting me on a course that I've been a lot more comfortable with Let's Playing. That I'm enjoying it. Like, I can see myself doing this for much longer in the foreseeable future yet, because I enjoy doing it. I might hit a bit of a brick in the road if the PS5 doesn't have share functionality like the PS4 does, but I'm optimistic that they will. But the final Tale of Triumph has finished now for us, so all the battle quests are done. All that's left now are item quests. Meaning any little blue source of item you see, you want to be picking it up.
See you later.
And you will be grinding for them later on. Like, all of them are available now, but just putting it out there, you will be grinding for them. Also, make sure you save before you press on ahead, because there's not 1 but 2 death endings tied to what's coming up ahead. And what's frustrating about the second one is because it happens after a fight, it won't let you save. But I'll bring it up again when we get to that, because we've got a scene here. Yeah, made it at last. So this is the deepest part of the Synatheus Temple. Well, working with a party is a real treat. I doubt I would have been able to make it here on my own. As I always say, there's no I in team. Another stellar singer. You're welcome. Thank you. Isn't helping one another just dandy? You ladies are so strong. Well, these times call for the survival of the fittest. So, is this the terminal? It's different to how I imagined it. I expected it to be bigger, with a gate or a doorman or something. Can't say it isn't well crafted though. Whoever sculpted it really did a fine job. The arrangement of the three orbs at the centre of it are quite tasteful. I do enjoy a good pattern. Oh, but one of the orbs looks cracked. Might have taken us longer than we would have hoped, but at least we're here, right, Shina? Right, I'm so relieved. Shina? I can't help but feel like something's amiss. Sorry for the wait. Ah, Mr. Enigma, have you finished attending to your business? Well, sort of. Anyway, do you think it's possible for you to access the terminal? If everything is as it seems, then I don't see why not. Are you familiar with how it works, Shina? Hey everyone, let's start by gathering around the stone pillar. I can't wait to see the mystical sky capital district for myself. Breathe. I think I'm gonna pee my pants. Again? Hold it, Al. Adventurers conquer any hardship ahead of them. That includes waiting until we find the privy. Got it. That makes no sense. I'll start the terminal. I was about to say I'll start with the terminal. Huh? Nothing is happening. What? This can't be. Mizanashi? I'm looking into it right now. Hold on. Looks like this area's got some bugs too. Explains why the terminal isn't working. What? That's not good. How do you think we could fix it? If only there was an easy... well, no, that's not it. What about... damn it, it didn't work either. I know. How about using the lines of code that we found on the pages on the alchemy book? We've used that code already. Shina, watch out! Huh? A big spider literally just phasing through the ground at us. And it's Homer Queen? Are you sure? Yes, I can feel its aura. How the hell can it just fit inside of here? What is that thing? I wouldn't kiss my mother with that mouth. I want to puke. It looks like it has a beating heart. Watch his pulse. Get it down there. You're gonna make me hurl too. Hey, how many legs does that thing have? Should I start lopping them off? If you want it to stop scuttling, then it would be our best course of action. Do you think the Atoma Queen is why the terminal isn't working? Judging from what we've seen previously, that's it. It also explains all the bugs in the area. At least it came to us this time. That's horrible. Just looking at it makes my stomach turn. Now's no time to whine. Come on, take it down. Ugh. But when you're ready to start the fight, the first death end of the two we're going to get this part isn't actually from losing to this fight, but it is involving this fight. Defying all laws of any JRPG ever, you can run away from this boss fight. Look, R1, no not R1, press the options button to escape. You can run away from this fight. And you have a 100% chance of escaping. You'll always run away from it. If you run away from the fight, and then go to leave, you'll trigger a pretty gruesome death end. One of the more gruesome ones in the game.
Shina!
Huh? What is it?
Don't harm me. You need to defeat the boss.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Hey, you alright? Where's everyone else?
Huh? They were here just a second ago. Oh. I'll go look for them.
Shina, wait! Something's up. Don't act recklessly. Hey! I said wait!
There's something here.
What is it?
Everyone might be this way. I'll check.
What the hell are these things? Are they cocoons?
Celica? Celica, is that you? Leia, that must mean...
Yeah, looks like the Atoma Queen already got to them. Luckily, it seems like they're all conscious. Let's save them.
Okay. What is this? It's repulsive.
Shina, step back. I think that's the Queen's larvae.
Everyone is...
Don't tell me. They're feeding. They're trying to eat our friends.
Izanasi! Lucille! I can't just watch!
Right, now fighting their Spider Queen here for realsies this time.
Leave it to me.
Unlike the other Atoma Queens, this one's actually not like that difficult. It's weird how like not a lot of the normal enemies give you more trouble than this. But it is worth mentioning that it has an attack that will hit everyone in the arena regardless of range, and it hits quite hard, so make sure everyone's near or as close to full health as possible, because if not, you will suffer it. But what is worth mentioning is, as you just saw there, you should have Celica. This is the attack, by the way. Look how much damage it did to everyone, and it can poison. So keep on top of that and make sure everyone stays as close to full health as possible to increase your chance of survival. But as you saw there, Celica's your best bet in this fight, because this thing doesn't have a high physical defense. And because Celica, you know, has the attacks that she does, plus those 2 attack rings that I brought, this boss lost half its health in 1 turn. So use that to your advantage. And I also try and take the opportunity to get more out of Lucille here, because I was a bit annoyed that our corruption got wasted on that one fight against the frogs. I'm also playing it a bit dangerous, so I think I heal myself a little first, then use the glitch attack. Oh no, I heal once, attack glitch. Alright. Because it is weak to Star, so it is your best bet for the magic damage. But the elemental weakness really doesn't matter to this fight because of Celica's physical damage and it not having a high physical defense. Just have Celica in your party. That's literally the only advice I can give you. Just have Celica. She's so stupidly powerful. But you're gonna see, even though Estate only has a 10 SP cost, it's still doing like over 10,000 damage per strike. Like the boss is nearly dead already. Like if you have Celica in your party with you, and you have those 2 attack gems on it, this fight will really fall apart. In fact, that we're pretty much there now. Like this fight's about to end in about 10 seconds. So, next time on Death End Request, because my throat can only handle so much, so I've got to cut this a bit shorter. Next time on Death End Request, fucking hell, Lucille. Oh, the poison killed it. Next time on Death End Request, we'll find out what happens to the terminal after we killed the queen. But until then, you guys take care now.